Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. I'm back here in the Long Dark today. We're back here on our Pilgrim Difficulty for Noobs series. Had a good run last episode. We got from, where were we? Well, anyway, we came through Forlorn Muskeg to Mystery Lake. Yeah, I'm remembering now. And then we got here to Milton. So we're here in Milton in Mountain Town, as it's known on the map. I think I cleaned out my inventory a little bit. Maybe not. A little bit. But it's about noon, a little, maybe around getting close to 1. Let's head inside. We're at Grandmother's house, or Grandma's house, or the Gray Lady. I don't know. I call her lots of things.
I'm not sure I can carry much
I
weight.
won't tell you why. We got a little bit of firewood. Alright, yeah, I think I put some food away. There's a skillet. Grab that. Yoink. There's a few baked potatoes around. Right. We'll look in here real quick and use it for storage. So we picked up lots of leather. That's good. I can fix this aviator's cap, which is nice. Best cap in the game there. So you might have picked up a little cloth. What do we got on us? Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I want to get a little bit lighter. You know, I don't think... Here, let's just make a big choice right now. There we go. So we'll put Vaughn's rifle up here on the gun rack for now. And that helps a lot. I got that rabbit on me, which is kind of weighing me down. Some snacks, a little bit of too much water for walking around. Tell you what, we'll drop a couple bottles of water. So we'll pop outside. I don't want to have the leave the pastries in my pocket either. I want to get those outside because they last longer outdoors. Anyway, how you guys doing? I hope you're out there having a good day. I hope you're doing what you want to do. It's a nice day in Virginia. I mean, it's hard to say, you know, when you live in the South, it's one of those things where it's like, it's hard to complain when it's like 70 degrees and, you know, and around Thanksgiving, mid to late November. But, you know, it would be nice if it was a little chillier. I wouldn't be mad. I swear, okay, yeah, let's drop that hatchet. Or actually, you know what? No. Well, choice. There we go. Alright. Firewood. Firewood is not really prevalent around here, unfortunately. But I think I don't have to walk too far for it. There's really none in town. Is this thing loaded? No. But I want to walk down this way anyway. So we did a little survey when we got into the neighborhood here, the town. And there weren't a lot of buildings up. There's one more. This one, I think you can get into pretty much... Oh, you can't. I thought you could get into this one pretty much every time. But anyway. It's usually a house that's under the construction. So I was hoping maybe, you know, you can find a hammer in there sometimes. Spare hacksaw, something like that. But I'm just going to run over here. There's a lot of sticks. I'll think about that on the way back. The weather sucks. So I could just go ahead and hit the house. Although I left all that... You know, I still might run in there real quick. If I can get in. Anyway, there's usually some firewood laying around this house. And even if there's not, there's limbs. Now, I want to point out, this is a good place to hunt deer. But this place can be filled with wolves. It often is, right? I don't see anything right now, which is concerning me just a little bit. Like, is there a blizzard coming? Sometimes all the animals disappear when there's a blizzard coming. Little hint for you. Sometimes you're completely surrounded by animals and it hits. I don't know. But I've just noticed that every now and then it's like, I hear the wolves. I hear them. But usually they walk this road, kind of like, oh, I'd say from like right there, and they walk all the way up into this barn and up to the little farmhouse. And because the deer are in here, deer in here, they'll, you know, they can get pulled into this way. Nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna run up this hill back here. So there's a little barn, which is nice because it has a workbench in it, and having an outside workbench is helpful if you've got to worry about the God, I never even play with it. I don't even know what it's called. I always call it stir crazy because that's just like the term for it. Cabin fever. Where I'm from, they call it stir crazy. But if you need to make that moose-hide jacket or bearskin bedroll or whatever you're doing, it's going to take a while.
Man, if I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, there we go. But we need a key. Oh, we got the Polaroid. We'll use that while we're here. Nice. I'll bring it up when we get up there. All right. Let's check, homie. So we need a key to get into this house, is what I'm saying.
Prepared for anything.
And I think this is one of the places where you can find it. There's like 3 or 4 places where you can find it. But anyway, I like coming back here. We found a couple saplings already. That's why you want to check back here. There's usually a bunch of sticks right down there. And there's a few limbs around. Like I said, I want to see how much I can just find before I chop anything in this weather. Although I'm kind of running out of fatigue. I could take a nap, I guess. But yeah, this is a great place to hit for sticks, and then you want to come back after a storm. Because a lot of times they'll refresh the sticks on the ground after a big storm, which makes sense, right? But, like I said, that's quite a bit of firewood right there, just in these sticks. And then there's a few limbs back here, too. Excuse me. I might... What time is it? Alright, I'm going to keep trucking for right now. My fatigue is bad. You know, my carry weight's going down. Bun. This is a good place to snare rabbits. You just got to worry about the wolves eating all your bunnies. But it is right here by the house. And if the weather's decent and you got good enough clothing, you can sleep out in here too. It's not as good as a cave. It's more like a windbreak, I think. but you do have a fire barrel. So we're not doing the
This will come in
tails.
handy.
We can do a Pilgrim run if you guys are interested in where we start off in Forsaken. Yeah, we're not going to need that. Airfield. Because that's, I've been thinking of it. That's probably another series I want to do. Like a beginner Pilgrim start. And like, definitely one of the hardest regions. Alright, the carrots. We don't have to worry about vitamin C. And really getting the recipe, I'm not too worried about it.
Probably useful.
You can break down these cardboard boxes, and occasionally you can find like little bits of leather or cloth underneath them. You might not. Even this one. Usually you can kind of see through them, but they've kind of fixed it, so there could be a piece of leather under there. Anyway, I was checking for a dead guy to see if there was a key. They used to hide the key in here sometimes. Uh-uh. Another place, again, the truck, in the truck on the dashboard. Now this can be really tricky to get into, by the way. Here's some more buns. Actually, I think I pushed that guy from over there. Yeah, he's not supposed to be over here. So, let's see. Anyway, you used to be able to get it on the dashboard up in this truck. Ooh.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Nothing wrong with having a spare aviator's cap. I'll take it. Right. No key. Alright. And then I think back here. Sometimes you can get a sapling up on this hill. I might drink a coffee. Alright, sometimes you can find a sapling up here. Let's have a quick peek right now. I don't see one. And if you saw the last episode, I mentioned there's just a ton of harvestable resources here. There's some mushrooms over there. Maybe on the way out, I'll grab. But again, the most rose soups I think that I know of so far. I've heard Thunder Pass has a bunch of rose soups. But when you throw in the mushrooms and the burdock and all that stuff, it really gets to a point where this place is really good. Alright, so cool. Here's the firewood.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I don't have to chop anything. We got some nice tools that makes repairing things a little bit faster. Whoa. This guy should have the key. There it is.
I'll take it.
And we'll pop in. We got enough daylight we can look around in here. I was thinking I might pick up another cooking pot or two. Cool. We got a snare.
This will come in handy.
I can throw that down. Maybe catch a bunny tonight. And we're at the Paradise Meadows Farm. Now, this is a good place to check no matter what. It's usually got some loot, good loot in here. Even on, Interloper. Random number generation, though, is random, so, you get what you get.
Okay.
But we got some toilet water. There's a lot of books here. The big attraction, a lot of people stay out here.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Even though you got wolves around, I think it's a little more manageable than the wolves in town. So, as tempting as Grandmother's house is, this is a little safer, I guess, in the long run. But only a little bit.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
That's what I want right there. And that's what I want. Again, this is 26%. Anyway, coffee is one of the things that you can get a lot of here. We can use this oatmeal to get a cooking score up.
Well, this stuff will come in
see,
handy.
there you go. We've already got 10 cups just by opening a cabinet and finding some on the... I'm just looking at the cabinets, really. Spit it out, pizza. What are you doing? More flour. At least that's in good shape. Oh, okay. So to me, I mean, that's close to having a MRE. If you got a good can of condensed milk, you can wander around with. We'll leave this can here.
Probably useful.
It's a 0%. I'll drop it outside. I'm not gonna. I can't really do anything with it. Probably drop both those. Gonna cook them anyway, so I'm just gonna pick them up.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I know. I keep grabbing stuff. We're not even looked at everything yet, Astrid. Oh, definitely taking that. Taking the potatoes. Anything I can cook. Looks like a skillet. What kind of shape is it? 76%. Mine is at 72%. There we go. And now I've got a can and a skillet if I find a reason to come back here. Thick wool sweater.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Now, if I was going to spend some time here in Milton, especially if I was playing in Pilgrim mode, or a custom mode, let's say, where I've got the animals on passive, you can make a couple trips back and forth if you want to stay at Grandmother's house. Or that's where you want to keep most of your loot. You could kind of split it up. Come here, there's some water. Come here and do some hunting. And change of pace or scenery. I'm not too worried about cloth. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch this out. Just keep adding on more weight, pizza. I know. Wow, you'd think with the amount of cartridges I found around here, there'd have been a rifle laying around somewhere, but no. Now, as soon as I get out the door, we're gonna drop like 5 or 6 pounds, so it'll be all right. Oh. Nope. Okay. So I think, yeah, that's pretty much all the goodies. Like getting a bunch of these books would be a good idea, right? But I'm a little bit heavy right now. Same thing with the shoes. So it's definitely worth wandering out here another time. I'll probably end up doing it again because there's more stuff over to the right. There's probably a dead body. Uh, there's a little path that'll lead me to some rose hips and to some mushrooms, but possibly a couple more saplings.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
But you heard Astrid. This pack is getting too heavy. I love the way she says it. Yeah, I mean, I think that was like 6 pounds. I mean, that's not in terrible shape. I could cook it and eat it. I can't. I'm trying to think. I mean, I want all of this stuff. Look at all that coffee. It's all in terrible shape, but whatever. Even if this goes to 0%, if I cook it, it'll be a 50% coffee. So, should be alright. Or, here's the thing. The smart thing would be, and I'll probably do it with the one that's at like 26%. Go ahead and cook that up, right? Because that stops the whole degradation process. Once you cook it, it'll stay that forever. So it'll be 76%. It'll add the 50% in. It'll be 76% coffee. 500 days from now, or 2 days from now. Now, if you cook meat, something like that, it's going to degrade down to 0, be ruined, but you'll still be able to get some calories from it. Which is why, if you've ever wondered watching people play The Long Dark, there's always a bunch of rotten meat or piles of meat laying around. Because once you get your cooking score up to level 5, it doesn't matter. You can eat any of it. And while it won't have as many calories as a 100% piece, well, any meat that's 50% and above, really, it's still going to, give you something. But yeah, over there to my right, and like I said, we'll hit it again before we leave. There is a rope climb to the Mystery Lake Basin, and there's some possible loot locations and saplings and whatnot over that way. But I'm gonna head right back up the road because I got too much stuff. It's getting late. You can see my fatigue is almost completely bombed out. We're not even done. I gotta make water. But the good news is, I got a decent amount of firewood out of that. That was the whole point. I just didn't want to sit here for 45 minutes chopping up logs for every, limb. Because I'd still be this heavy. I wouldn't have all this loot on me. And crawling back anyway, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Now imagine doing this on an interloper. It might be just like this, though. Remember, the wolves aren't always necessarily around. Or this would be a terrible, horrible decision, and, well, I guess it just depends. Listen, Pilgrim mode to interloper mode, wolves react the same. So if you got a flare in a rock, or a torch in a rock, you're good to go. Snow's being a little squirrely, a little froggy. Makes me nervous. I mean, if I had to, I could dump a bunch of crap right here in the road and just come back get it later. But I would like to eke my way all the way back with it. So I can just, Other than running down there and grabbing some saplings and some mushrooms and things, there's just nothing really else to do back there. So go in nice and light one morning, grab what I need, and get back. But yeah, and as far as like, hopefully I've been a semi decent example of, you know, inventory management, right? Because and listen to me, I'm not, like I said, this is not the recommended way to travel in, well, in pretty much any situation in the long dark, right? Even a beautiful day can turn into a blizzard, right? So, and of course, it gets more and more dangerous the more you ramp up the difficulty, the amount of wolves, etc. But you're going to end up doing it no matter what. At some point, the trip back may just not be worth it, but the loot is. So the risk might be worth it, you know? And if you're playing on Stalker and below, you got one of these,
so
maybe.
Tired, I could lay down right here.
Where you got your bow and, you know, you're ready to go. It's a pretty snow, but it's dangerous in that, you see how wet we're getting already? This kind of snow actually is like one of my least favorites. The worst one is when there's no wind at all, and it's just like this slush. It's basically raining on you, you know? We got a little bit of wind. It's not quite as bad, but yeah. And listen, you know, everybody's afraid of a blizzard in the long dark, but being wet and cold will kill you in the long dark too, and you don't need a blizzard for that.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Also, it affects the quality of your clothing. So my clothing's taking damage as well. It's not as severe on Pilgrim mode because of the decay rate, but when you're playing on Interloper with the high decay rate, or no, actually, if you're playing on Stalker mode, the decay rate is actually, no, it's not. Yeah, that's right. I'm right. With the highest decay rate on Stalker mode, or see, I'm getting them confused. My bad. Let's get this out. The highest decay rate is on Interloper. So things are going bad really quickly. Including your clothing, which I don't really understand, but whatever. So throw on the wear and tear from the wind and the being wet, and it gets worse even quicker. Anyway, I finally spit it out. Hopefully, at least kept you mildly entertained. Ooh, a whetstone.
I'll take it.
Yes, I will. We are going to go in here and start a fire.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
And get the water going. I'm going to use this window as sort of like a marker so I can find the stove. We'll use a striker and a book. Ooh. Oh, there's tinder right there. I was going to say it. Maybe I dropped some off too. Alright, let's see how this goes. There we go. And we're going to put water in almost all of these. There we go. And let's see if I have a soup I can cook. We got some peaches. What's this looking like? 66%. We'll give it a shot. Why not? The peaches I could save, but I'll probably cook them up here because there's so many rose hips. Look at that. I mean, there's 750 calories a piece, and like I said, they're lightweight. They weigh less than a MRE. They're great to have. I should probably throw some of this stuff on the ground. Yeah, these aren't even any good anyway. Put this away for now. Let's get rid of what I can, though. I gotta remember to switch out this. There we go. Toss those on the ground. Let's eat some soup. Nice. And I'm going to cook up this coffee. I should have enough water on me to get it done right now, I think. So yeah, you know, the sodas, the candy bars that don't have chocolate in them, dog food I think gonna go either way. Old crackers and chips. I'll eat that stuff, but some stuff is just, you know, too sketchy. Well, depending on your situation. If you need to eat, you better eat. And the thing about food poisoning is if you have the... once you get food poisoning, you can eat a bunch of other nasty food. Because it doesn't make it worse. So just go crazy and fill your belly with all the rotten stuff once you get it. If you have the medicine and you have a place you can sleep and rest, you know, is it maybe you need food poisoning if you need to eat. I was gonna say I could probably like read or sew or something, but unfortunately, no. I'm too tired. I'm way too tired. Can't do that kind of stuff when you're very sleepy. So again, all I'm doing is, like I said, I'm cooking these coffees. We're gonna freeze them at 75%. try to use what I can while I'm here. Anyway, nice bit of calories. Makes me super thirsty. So let's just eat a couple of these. Since water's not going to be a problem. Cup of coffee. And I'm getting a little bit of cooking score every time, you know, I mess with one of these. You don't get any cooking score from water, but, you know. Kind of makes sense. I think that might be it for the coffee. Let me see. Yeah, alright. But I can start cooking up a bunch of herbal tea as well. Might do that at some point. Let's just get everything, like, kind of caught up here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh yeah, we're going to do one more round. You know, like pizza, that seems like a lot of water. Yeah, it is. However, as I mentioned, you can get hundreds of rose hips here. Lots of mushrooms and stuff, so we'll be making a lot of teas to get that cooking score up. Oh, we got an aurora.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You want to? All right. And you can see we got a little pile of water here, a little pile of water there. I'll figure that out later. So yeah, I would guess I probably got about, 30, 40 pounds worth of water there. And we'll use a good bit of that up making teas. We'll end up, actually, believe it or not, we're going to end up needing to make more water. Yeah, we'll use the... There is a radio, I could turn it on. I don't know if the music's copyrighted, so... I always think it's cool when you get to see these places lit up during an aurora. We're already tired, we're already taking damage. I'd like to sleep till close till noon anyway. And I might let her sleep a little longer just because we need to, This is a little risky. We need to get caught up on some rest. I like to get her fully rested. Yeah. So, I mean, 2 hours probably would do it. I'll just go set it for 3. That way, I make sure. And there we go. It's afternoon. So it's a bit warmer outside. And it will continue to warm up throughout the day. Until about 6, 7 o'clock, approximately at night. Anyway, we'll do a little looting. While we're up here, and yes, I'm going to take the toilet water. Dang it. I keep hoping for a pair of red underwear in one of these tubs. I always say, like, you can break this crate down, you can do this down. This is one of the few places where I actually do what I'm going to say. And I would break this cloth down. It's really random. It could have been a sewing kit. It could have been bullets. It could have been all kinds of things. So, yeah, I'd roll that dice right there. Or I do. How about that? We're looking just for any clothing we can sew. We got lots of curtains just in this house.
This'll come in handy.
It sure will, Astrid. But remember, we have multiple houses up here. They all have curtains. This is one of the best places to get cloth. So, oh, finally! I accidentally tore up a pair because I'm a knucklehead. All right, cool. I think I checked this. Nope. Every now and then you can find a hat or some gloves back here. Oh, just spotted some more
This stuff will come in handy.
ammo. Couple of matches, more books. Maybe I'll grab an extra. All right. All right, we'll revisit there in a minute. Very excited about that. Don't need that right now. That's a lot of bullets. Yeah, that's more than enough. I do have a book. I don't really know if I need it right now. Nah. Ooh, we got stackable pills. Nice. Good for those longer adventures. I am almost ready. I think we're going to go on a little adventure here in just a minute. Mm. Let's grab that. That. Good candy bar. 2 sodas. Let's add another soda in this. Because I can eat that kind of anytime. Just to get rid of it. And I gotta check the weather. Might not even matter, you guys. We shall see. I didn't hear any wind, though. Oh, frog. Froggy Day is a great day for adventuring. If you know where you're going. I do. Alright, 3 cattails. It's a little sketch. Oh, I know where some more are. Now I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Knife at 67. I'm going to keep that crap axe on me for now. Excuse me. Go. Leave those behind. Okay. No. There we go. I mean, something isn't ringing true. Yeah. You could lose the pistol. You don't need to take it on this mission necessarily, especially in Pilgrim mode, but we're going to take it anyway, because. You're going out into a world filled with wolves, bears, and moose and omai, you should probably have a sidearm, even if... And remember, passive mode doesn't mean they won't attack and kill you. It just means they probably won't attack and kill you. Anyway, if you're hurting for tools, always check this little toolbox. You never know. Could be a hacksaw in there, hammer, or a newspaper. Alright. Ooh, do I have a piece? I do. Alright, perfect. In fact, I have too many. Alright. So, one of the main reasons I think for coming here to Mountain Town, beyond the harvestables, beyond the coffees, right? Beyond the 6-burner stove, is as a chance for the best pair of pants you can get your hands on in any playthrough. So whether that's combat pants, work pants, or snow pants, I'm going to go shoot for a shot at getting one of those. Hopefully I get the snow pants. You can get them in Pilgrim mode, you can get them in Stalker mode and below. And they are lightweight compared to, they're like 2 pounds less than the deerskin pants, and they do basically the same thing. So, they're not going to protect you as well in an encounter. Okay. But you'll be much more lightweight, and since if you're playing in Pilgrim mode or a custom mode, it may not be an issue. Alright, so here's our rose hips. We're going to pass a bunch of these. I'm going to pick them up on the way back. But this area back here is where you get so many. Alright, it's kind of foggy, but it's also kind of clear. And if we go right here to the scenic view, and if you remember, we picked up the Polaroid. If you look down there on the right, it says Vista location. And this is going to be amazing, you guys. So, I could survey this area right now, but I'm not going to. You've seen me survey before if you watch the series. Now, this is going to give me so much more. Here we go. Oh, and it cleared up, too. Boom. So right here, you could kind of see. So this would be the normal radius of using the map. Everything else we got because we had the Polaroid. So look at how much bigger. So you normally have something like this lit up on the map. Look at how much we got. And the great thing is that includes where mushrooms are. Look at them all. Lichen, rose hips, a rope climb. I mean, deer carcass, cat tails. Y'all, this is some heavy stuff. This is going to be very helpful. So getting a good map done can be particularly helpful, especially when you're first learning. And getting that, look, it even shows me here where the fur is. So yeah, great thing to get. Now, if we were playing tails, this would be important, but we're not. So don't worry about it. Yeah, it's on. All right. All right, so we're gonna sneak into this little cave. Uh, Random, right? There's usually coal in here, which is great. Look at that. Boom! Look at all that coal. Lifesaver, right? Got a hatchet.
Thank you.
Now, I will say that you can find a regular rifle in this cave. So this is one of the spots where a rifle can spawn. One is Grandmother's house. It could be on the rifle rack here. It can just be laying around in this cave. The farm, just I believe inside the farm. Man, I used to know them all, but they just don't really matter anymore. I mean, that cave is a place where a rifle can spawn. How about that? All right, we got some sticks in here for some firewood if we needed it. We got cattails. I'm gonna grab a couple. Uh, you know, it never hurts to have a few extra calories on you, no matter what. But I mostly want the tops right now. And I said I was going to ignore the rose hips, but I'm going to go ahead and grab these. While I'm here. Anyway, we got bum buns in here. We got a deer in here sometimes. And no wolves. That's right. This is a wolf-free zone. Currently. They are going to change where they spawn. So currently. Got to throw that in there. Wolf-free zone. So you can live in the cave. You don't have to worry about getting, you know, stir crazy. Or cabin fever. Yeah, let's grab these two. And then you can bop back into town. I would recommend, actually, you know what? Here's a little bit of pro advice. The cave is probably better to live in than it is to live in Grandmother's house or the farm, as far as safety is concerned. Overall. No bears, no moose, and no wolves currently. Now we're in a place where wolves can spawn. Just like that. But they can't climb, so down there you're good. You're kind of, you know what I mean? You're in between those two climbs. Wolves don't actually naturally spawn in there. They can't climb up there. That cave area, you know, is safe. You're close to rabbits. There's rabbits here. There's another little pond up here where there's rabbits. You can find uh, deer again in here sometimes, and wolves if you're hunting them. Beautiful day. I mean, stunning, right? Not even a lot of wind. I hear it, but it's not like, it's not pushing against me or anything. So at any moment there could be a wolf. Wolves. Well, got a couple of these. We're going to a place that's pretty safe, but mainly I want to grab some cat huts. Now I want to show you something right here, and we'll see this again later in the video, in this very video. We're going to cover it all. But right here is a way to get in. Right? So there's a path that leads to a cave. The cave brings you to the path and brings you here, right? You can drop in here, but you can't get back out. Once you're in here, that's it. You have to go to the watchtower where we did the Polaroid and get out that way. Excuse me. But again, sticks, limbs, I mean, bunnies for days. A lot of times, honestly, it only spawns a single wolf, too. So, you pop him with your bow, you get the meat, maybe the skin, leave the guts in them, and just let them rot for a few days, and you got a few days where you can just do what you want. I don't think there's one in here right now, which is unusual. A lot of times there is. You can almost count on them being in here, but again, that's the game. That's how it works. They're somewhere else right now. Stalker mode, where there's more wolves than any other mode, you could still run into the same thing. You can walk for an entire day and maybe only hear wolves in the background, But the good news is, remember, wolves can't climb, so once you get in here, you're wolf free again. This place has a little bit of a something for it in story mode.
I think I can use this.
But I try to keep that for you guys to find out on your own. Oh, that looks in pretty good shape,
Nobody
too.
needs this anymore.
Nice. I like having spare bedrolls around because Pizza likes to leave bedrolls in places and forget about them. And sometimes there are places that I can just run right back to, and it's no big deal. Other times, it's places I'm never, ever, ever, ever wanting to go back to ever, ever, ever again. So I don't. So having an extra bedroll around, it's not a bad thing. Now, here's what I'm wondering. So we're getting new crafting tables. We're going to be able to make new stuff. Are we going to be able to make, like, from scratch bedrolls? Because that would be cool. Oh. Oh. Not the best way to get down, but alright. Made it. Usually there's a little spot, if you look over here to the side, that you can just kind of scoot down. If you don't want to sit through the animation. More firewood. We got a deer carcass. So we got meat and skin and guts. Mostly meat if you need it when you come in here. So again, RNG. You could come here in Interloper, and it could be everything you see here. We could come in Pilgrim mode. There'd be hardly anything. We got a nice little haul, but the main thing that we want to be checking is right here, this crate, right? So once we got on the map, there was a pair of pants that spawned in here. It's always pants. What is that? Is that a thermos? No way.
This'll come in handy.
I don't think I've found this one before. Cool. Anyway, you need to decide how warm it is, what time of day it is, all of these decisions, but you want to break this crate open. Okay. So we got cargo pants.
Man, this pack is
If I
getting
didn't
bad.
have these guys, that would be great. But I need the waterproofing, so we're keeping the work pants. We'll take the cargo pants back with us. We'll sew them up for spares. A lot of times you can find some
I
fuel.
think I can use this.
You can crack these crates open, see if there's anything else inside. I don't, ever. Worth it. Cook it. If you're into this thing, there you go. And a lot of times, you know, I come in here, depending on the playthrough, how difficult things are, whatever, you end up sleeping here. This is a bear cave. Oh, no. But luckily, it's an abandoned bear cave. There's no bear in here. He couldn't get in or out even if he wanted to, so. Oh! Rifle book.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Takes 25 hours, but you're pretty much guaranteed an entire skill point. What's back here? Just want to see if there's a mending kit. Nope. Oh, I thought that was a scarf. Anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, I think there's more rose hips, though. Let's grab these rose hips, and on the way back, we'll start collecting some of these rose hips. And so, basically, every single bush is one set of pies, of rose hip pies. Right? 3 bushes equal 1 cup of rose hip tea. So giving you hundreds of rose hips makes sense either way, even before they added in the rose hip pies. Anyway, I'm definitely encumbered. But I also think the wind was blowing on me just a little bit. Wow, that was serious exertion and effort. I gotta plug my phone in. Hold on. Un momento. Por favor. Boink. There we go. All right. On our way. Anyway, I hope you guys are, you know, anybody checking out these videos, if you are new to Long Dark, I hope you play it. It's a fun game. I think we're getting towards the end, you know, of what I would consider most of the new stuff and the new things they're adding. The story mode ends soon. The next story mode update is the end of the story mode, and then once they finish up the DLC, that's planned. Not to mention, I hear they're opening it up for mods on consoles. Mods in general, and mods on consoles. You know a game's getting close. And they've been doing this game. This game's looking out for like 10, 12, 13 years. I don't even know. I know they have plans for another title. I don't remember what it is. Don't remember if it's survival based or whatever. We'll start grabbing some of the stuff I left behind. Ugh. For the trip back. Again, we've got great weather. Wind is picking up, but I mean, overall, beautiful day. Look at all these sticks. I just can't say no. I just can't say no. This plus that coal from the cave and the firewood I gathered, we're up. You know, we're set up for another
walk with this much gear.
Pretty good fire. Yeah, I mean, you got to listen to a lot of huffing and puffing, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. Let's see if this wolf spawned in. I'm kind of curious. It's weird. I'm so used to running into it. But I don't know. I don't know that he's coming today. He's somewhere else out there in the world. I don't know. What do you guys think about the wildlife reset? I mean, I feel like for a lot of players, it's going to feel good. You know, they're adding danger and scariness to something they're very used to. I hope it's not something they make. I don't think they will, but I hope it's not something they add as like something that happens again and again. Or if they do,
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
have a general, like, it happens on June 15th. You know what I mean? And it happens on, you know, February 15th. Because, and also, you know, don't reset them back to exactly where they were in the first round. It's only going to bother new players. Right. Got a little distracted from the rosehip gathering. I don't think I missed any, though. Well, anyway, I went and got the ones that are a little bit off the path out there anyway, so I think I'm fine. Getting a gorgeous orange sky tonight. Orange sky at night, sailor's delight. I don't know what it has to do with us, but you know, maybe if we were on coastal highway. Yeah, I'm thinking I left maybe 2 rose sips up top. That's all right. So 16 off. Not too bad, not too bad. I usually forget some. A little bit of fur right there for a good fire. Extra 30 minutes there. We're going to dip back in this cave, get all this coal. Now, I don't think this is, I don't think they're, well, you know what? It might. You guys, if you know, let me know, but I wouldn't think this coal respawns. Right? But, I mean, maybe it's just a mechanic that happens, so. It's not too chilly, it's not too windy, it's a gorgeous day, gorgeous night. Let's go have a look at our nice view up here. Take Astrid home, you'll go get home at a decent time. And then we'll see what the weather looks like probably in the morning. I'll actually probably try to get up at an earlier time tomorrow. Might be a little cold, but be nice to have a full day to get some stuff done. And that way I don't have to worry about like a really cold night with a lot of wind. And a rando blizzard coming in, you know what I mean? It just kind of, yeah. I will say that the nice part is most of this is downhill. This part of it. So, you know, you do walk a little faster downhill. It's harder on your back. Your back? Your bulk. Pip pip cheerio. It's harder on your back, gentlemen and ladies. No, it's harder on your back. in the real world. If you didn't know. It's harder on your back, your knees, your joints, your legs, everything to walk downhill. It's actually tougher to walk downhill for a human than it is to walk uphill. Sounds weird, right? But it's true. Your body's like, okay, we're going up this time. Right? But going down, it's like, wait, what? No. God, look at that. You can see constellations out here, bud. It's so pretty. We got so much to do here. I kind of want to screenshot. I don't think I've ever screenshot this. I might do this. This might be. I kind of like this look. Hold on. Let's. Hold on. Kind of looks pretty cool. Who knows? Let's go to Grandma's house. I always like a little bit of porch water or outside water, so that works. I don't know. I might tear up some curtains.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
But other than that, I can't really think of much I need to do tonight. Good enough for tonight. Let's take the short rifle book. Well, I just need to make some room. $208. Not too bad. I definitely missed some though. Ooh, cookbook.
Use this.
Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, sure. All right. Let's.
Not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, better. All right, let's go to sleep. Now, I like to sleep in beds because I think when you sleep in a bedroll, it wears down the durability. So I'll let you decide on that kind of thing. Hmm.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No, ma'am. No. I know I have one. What? Oh. Whatever. I threw some stuff in the wrong cabinet. That's fine. Honestly, yeah. The first time using the gun cleaning kit, we're gonna tear it up. Now, the better we get at the rifle, the less we destroy this thing right here. And you'll get better at it over time, like period, just by using it. But it's better to get your skill up. All right, 83% is good enough for me. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Uh, decisions, decisions. Yeah, let's check the weather. Mm. Oh, wow. Okay. Got a beautiful day. Perfect. All right. Need that 3 pounds. You know, like 8 pieces of cedar pizza. At least two. Still snowing though. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need about 2 minutes to get a glass of caffeinated beverage with ice. I'll be right back. All right. Cold, fresh caffeinated beverage. We're going for a walk, y'all. You're like, what about the town? What about the loot? Listen, So one of the things I want to teach y'all is about timing, scheduling, and getting the move on. Because the harder the difficulty, the faster things deteriorate. You need to get moving. Now, after about 90 days in Interloper, you can chill, okay? But the idea of trying to hit the most important places on all these maps within like a 3 month period of time is astounding. It is a huge, tall order to ask for. So, I'm trying to keep you guys moving, trying to keep you guys in the right direction. In fact, this is probably a little brutal for Pilgrim mode, but I mean, staying focused, getting those things that you need to get done in a timely manner is important. Now, normally in an interloper run, you don't really get to choose where you start, but you usually don't start in Mystery Lake. You could, but starting in Mystery Lake is a great way to learn the game. Starting in Mystery Lake is probably very important, especially early on in Pilgrim mode when you're learning the maps. But later on, it's a great place to base. It's not necessarily where you want to start. A lot of times you can find deer out here. Occasionally there's wolves around. I hear a wooing out there somewhere. I think they're either up there, but usually I associate them with like back here or around the road. Again, that could change within the next month or two. Got a battery. If it's in good shape,
You never know. Could end up being
we'll
useful.
take it, but it's not, so we'll leave it. Remember, they're great candies. They're a lot of calories and lightweight, but it's chocolate, and chocolate can kill you.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Wow. Oh, all right. So if I was brand new day one, I would put these on and be happy because it wouldn't even really affect my weight and all that stuff. They're not that great though. We're gonna leave them in there. No. All right. We're going to up our sweater game. Oh no, we're not. Dang. There we are. Do I want to carry that around with me? Not right now. I'm gonna leave it there. Now, I do believe there's a memento cache somewhere near here. I just don't know if I found the thing for it yet. I don't think I have. 100% on that candy bar. Anyway, I remember now, because I was talking about it earlier. You can find a rifle in the church. It's usually up by the lectern, I think. Doubt we'll find one. So, I don't know how it is if you're playing without the DLC, right? But if you have the DLC, regular rifles just don't spawn as much as they used to.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Sure. It might be worth running back up here later. It is, just for the books, really. But I'm done here. We're on the move. Let's see. Again, you can run back to the back there. Saplings and whatnot, but we're not gonna. We're gonna run over to this little grave over here. Occasionally there's some loot. It's usually by this little bench. Nothing today. Another battery. So if I was looking to smith, we found smithing books, we found batteries, scrap metal, dusting powder. I mean, you know, it's all around here basically. You just got to take it to Bleak Inlet. Wait, a few cattails, a few little resources and whatnot back there. There's a dead deer carcass. Looks like some burdock, maybe? Like, oh, it's a whole stand of saplings. Let's go grab those. Yeah, there's another one up on the hill. We'll grab that one too. It might be a maple. I can't tell from here. So, I think that was 5 saplings. That's 30 arrow shafts. Looks like a maple, so there's a bow. A little bit of birch bark. I was hoping for another piece. There we go. Just takes 5 minutes to turn that into a tea. That can help you if you get hurt. And I'm just going to swing by the church and drop drop these saplings off in here. It's not that far from the house. So if I want to run up here and grab some stuff, I can. No biggie. Biggie, biggie, biggie. It'll also give me a save. Yoink. It's in a little better position than I was a few minutes ago. Yeah, my math was off. It's 12 arrow shafts. And here we go. So this road takes you across a good portion of the map. There's other ways to go. Um, Not a lot of loot though. I mean, sticking to the road is not a bad idea. You can have to the left or to the right. You might get a few dead bodies, deer carcasses, and whatnot. Not too much. There is a cave though that leads to Bleak Inlet, and a lot of times what I'll do if I'm doing tails is I'll try to get the tails taken care of whenever I'm on that map. So here I'd be trying to get the Bleak Inlet. I'd be trying to get the stuff I needed. I'd be trying to get the stuff I needed, you know, to turn on the signal tower. But again, we're not doing tails. Now you could go in the cave, you know, get some coal, get some loot. This is not that cave, by the way. This is just this is just a cave. Quick peek inside. You know, this is probably one of the least producing caves there is. Anyway, there's some stuff, there's some debris in the road. You can duck under it, whatever. We're going this way. Aha. However, right up here is like probably the second best place I like to hunt moose. And you can see the rubbing on the tree here. Right? So we've got moose sign in the area. There's a little lake we'll go check out here in a minute. But that's the debris I was talking about. You can kind of crawl under it or work your way up the side or go the way we went. But we want to go back here and check this blue trailer. There's a decent amount of rose hips back here. There's bunnies. There can be deer. You know, nice little spot to hang out. There's also a workbench. Inside the trailer. And yeah, they don't give you this stuff for free. There's wolves around. We got a fire barrel outside.
Best be prepared for anything.
Cloth, a flare, gloves. I always like to imagine, like, ooh, dang, that would be good. What the starting loot is like on a level, and I don't know if it's completely accurate, but I mean, I always think, well, all right, if I was finding this stuff and I started here, how would I be doing? We'd be doing pretty good.
Probably useful.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was red underwear. All right.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Check for a sewing kit. A sewing kit. And that's it. We're out. Kind of a bomb. Little hint on the water purification tips. You know, again, they're never useful until they are. So that's my advice on that one. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, I promise I'm not dragging you along for nothing. Excitement is coming. We are going to face a bear, probably try to kill it, harvest it, cook what we can. And then we're going to go for one of these bunkers. It'll be the second bunker that we checked. I have a lot of good luck with this bunker. I don't know. I feel good. I mean, if we see a moose, I'd shoot it. Carve it up. We can't really cook the meat right now. We could cook some of it, but... You know, having a spare moose skin laying around
I'm not sure
would
I can carry much more.
not be a bad idea. This place is really close to Mystery Lake. It's not hard to get here. If he's around, he's usually over here on this lake. Got some deer, so probably not. Alright. We'll keep trucking. You can get some more cattails in here. Occasionally there's some saplings, lots of firewood. Obviously we have deer, and this is a possible spawn point for the moose. Wind is really picking up. But yeah, a lot of cattails. Let's grab these rose hips. But like I mentioned before, the cave is a good place to base at here, and so is the blue trailer. We're getting a lot of frame rate issues. We'll see what happens. It's like I hit a big old bit of lag, and then it just kind of stuck with me. There's a wolf up there. Anyway, back that way is the way to Bleak Inlet. There's a cave. If you go up this ridgeline right here, this little valley, it'll take you to the cave that leads to Bleak Inlet. Or if you just want to grab some coal and loot. You can hear crows. We got a dead guy up here. This is one of the other places where you used to be able to find a regular rifle. I think you can... maybe a pistol, too. But again, I don't know if that's the case after the last update, and I certainly don't know if it's going to be the case after they move things around here. They say it's a wildlife reset, but guaranteed there's some sneaky stuff in there. This piece of fur, yeah, we'll grab that one. Ooh, cup of coffee.
This'll come in handy.
Ooh, holy smokes. 99% fire striker, an energy drink, coffee, and this guy died. Alright, man. Hey, pizza. Yeah. Where can I hunt a bear? I mean, like, guaranteed hunt a bear? Yeah. We're getting there.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Ooh. Wow. Can you hunt it safely? I mean, Is hunting a bear in any mode safely? Wouldn't that be cool if that was the cougar and he was coming to kill me right now? Blam! No. But it's safer than most situations. If you shoot it at a bear, if you shoot a bear, there's a real good chance it's going to come try to eat you. However, ladies and Jeckelfiends, boys and squirrels, people of all types and ages, we have come to Bear Bridge. If there's not a bear on this bridge, I'll eat my shoes. Or near the bridge. Not trying to eat shoes today. Alright, so we got a lot of cars. Chances for batteries. Right. There he is. I see him. I see him. I told you. This bear is always here. Guaranteed. You get on this map, there's a bear. Walk away from this place for a couple of days. I'd like to get him by that car. I'm going to take a shot. I think I hit him. Might have been a little short. Let's see. No, I got him. Yeah, I hoped I would shoot him right here. And he would die. I could start a fire and kick it for like an hour. If he comes through here, I'm going to shoot him. Here he comes. Taking the shot. Oh, I missed. No, I hit him. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I hit him. Didn't I hit him? I thought I saw a blood splash. Man. I wouldn't mind dropping him right here, too, because we got windbreaks on both sides. I'm going to push forward. No, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Shoot. If I can drop him right here, this would be great. Missed. That was definitely a miss. Oh, he's going to his cave. He's going to his cave. Hit him. Come on, bro. No, don't run down the hill. Oh, that's the worst case scenario. He could come popping out here any minute. Or you can get stuck down here. Always get on rocks that they can't really access if you can. If I can get a bullet in him, I'm going to take him out. I think he's stuck down there, though. Also, I might have got myself in a bit of a tight spot. Alright, well, he's definitely stuck down there. No, I got away. I got away. No, he's coming. There he goes. Oh, I missed him. Alright, at least he's out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, if he comes back this way, I'm going to try to sink one in him. No, he's going the other way. He headed towards the bridge. There he is. Let's get him. Dang it. Dang it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Missed. Holy crackers. I mean, at this point, I should just probably put a fire down. Oh, I think he glitched. I think he's not running anymore. Oh, he's running. Never mind. Dang it. Come on. What? This is... I'm feeling rigged. This is feeling rigged. No way. No way. He's dead. Wow. I'm going to say I hit him 3 times. At the very least. Anyway. Got a good windbreak. Hopefully, anyway.
Come on, little fire.
I should have pulled the first 2 stakes off first. I didn't think about it.
Perfect.
But we got a bear. Like I said, he was here. He's always here. This guy doesn't mess around. This is his home. This is what he does. Alright, so we got like an hour, 15 minutes. Just go for an hour and 15 minutes or so. Carve off what you can. Keep your finger hovered over the cancel button in case the weather changes.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Pull these, eat if you need to. Alright, and then start another set. See, it's already down to 87. Let's see what we get on this pull. Not a lot of meat on this bear. Interestingly enough. 81% now. Went down 6%. Grab this last bit and then probably the skin and a couple of guts.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
I need to find a place to rest.
Alright, so that'll finish cooking that meat off. We'll take the torch and we'll get out of here. And believe me, as much as I'd like to grab all this bear meat, and have something to take back with me, it's just too heavy. I just don't, you know. So those steaks, as long as the wind doesn't blow it out, should cook while I'm wandering around doing this. And there'll be cooked steaks there. I can come back here later. There's plenty of cooked meat. So I don't need to bring a lot of food with me. And I could grab those steaks. Bring them back to Grey Mother's and cook them up. But not today. Not today because we're already heavy enough. And I'm going to go through a cave here. I'm going to pick up any coal I can get my hands on and any loot. And then we're going to pop out to one of these areas where there's a bunker. And one of the places I showed you earlier in the video. Yeah, we know we got coffee, so let's drink one. Start walking, and that way we can get the thirst and food levels down again. I should have left myself a little more room. But this will be bunker number 2 I've been able to show you guys. And we'll get like, I don't, maybe like even 5 or 6 of them, hopefully, for you guys to see.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Right, I picked up that flare and I'm just going to use it up. Now flares are more useful once you get out of Pilgrim mode. But when you're in Pilgrim mode, there's tons of them. Just use them. It's better than using your lamp fuel. And remember, we want the coal to respawn. We should pick up what we can while we're in here. Hey, buddy.
Okay.
You can keep that. Cook those either way, right? I just couldn't get that fire lit. You know what would be better? If you found it with like 8 matches or 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know he tried and then he froze. Not a lot of coal, but I mean, you can't really come back through this cave, but I bet if I did, or was able to, I bet there'd be more. Yeah. What did I get? 2 pieces? That feels like a ripoff. Like I said, it's not a perfect mechanic. It's not 100% exactly this way every time. So that's why I say check your coal every couple days if you can. If it's around, if you're near there, if that's the plan, then do it.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
All right. Mountain Town Bunker. Let's go. So again, 9 of these on 9 maps. 3 of them have a lot of loot, and 6 of them don't. Could be a medical base, could be a gun, ammunition type, could be food, or it could be random, I believe.
I think I need to lie down.
But those are like the 4 choices. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. Be right back in 2. All right, guys, let's see if we win or we lose. If we lose, this is a quick trip. If we win, we got to make some choices. Some things to think about. We are losers. Now, we do want to check for the special pistol. It can be any of these. I feel like I've only ever found it in bunkers that are full. But I guess in theory it could be in here. So, place to sleep out of the cold with a book. And some tinder. That's about it. Now, honestly, because I haven't committed fully yet, I could go back and get the bear meat. But if we look at our carry weight, it just wouldn't be very feasible. I just end up being so slow.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Not really worth it. So we're going to go down this way. We've got the flare. Remember, that gives us an extra 4 degrees of heat. Also gives us some protection from wolves because this is that area I talked about earlier, and the plane crash is like right over that way, right? And so in this little area where we drop down, there could be wolves. Once you make that drop, you're committed. That's it. You're here. So you might want to keep this thing in your hand for warmth and for wolf fighting if you need it. The good news is you can hang out up there and the wolves can't get you. If you got the flare already, then hop down and try to scare them off. Don't have the flare, wait for them to get out of here and try to creep. Because once you get to the next little climb, uh, you're safe from wolves. There's something always satisfying about just chucking that thing. So again, you might want to be hauling boop tay if you can. Again, wolves just haven't spawned in this area, so isn't really a big deal, is it? And you're safe. Which is nice because if you and there's food right here, there's a cave, you're not far from grandmama's house. And so like I said, you could, be stacked. I could have like 100 pounds of stuff on me just barely moving. Once I got to here, I'd be okay. Now getting into town could be tricky, but again, I could drop a bunch of stuff, sneak in, run back and forth. And again, I'd love to tell you that, in 2 months from now, this is where the wolves aren't going to be, but I can't guarantee it. I doubt they would put them in here. It's just not a very, they don't have a lot of range in here. It would be annoying. So, maybe. Beautiful night here in the long dark. Oh, another day has been done in the long dark. We've gotten here in Mountain Town. We've done the majority of exploring, okay, that I am comfortable with right now. Looting, I would say, we got a ways to go, but we're still gonna rock the town. We're still gonna rob it. We're gonna steal everything we can. So that's not a thing. We're also gonna do some mending and some cooking while we're here. And remember, we're killing time, you guys. We're killing time in a way that makes sense. We're not sitting around reading a bunch of books. We're moving, we're exploring, we're looting, we're getting things done. And then when we get back to Broken Railroad, we can make that moose hide jacket. I mean, moose hide satchel and the deerskin pants. When we get back to Mystery, we can make the rabbit gloves. And then we should be warm enough to start moving to warmer, no, colder climate. We've been hanging around in like the mids, for real. Well, you gotta go where it's really cold to get the really good loot. Although this place, like I said, I mean, we've already found an expedition coat. Could be an urban parka in Broken Railroad. I mean, Forlorn Muskeg. You never know. Town of Milton. Beautiful night. Let's see. I feel like I always do. Yeah, I pushed too many buttons. Oh, my bad. I always do the screenshot of the town from the porch. Because I like to get the water tower in because it says Milton. But I'm wondering if maybe if I do like a side shot right here and I can get the credit union in. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Wow. All right. We're doing. Hold on. I need this. It may actually end up being too dark. We'll see. But that might be, the thumbnail. Oh, the wolves are here. For a second, I thought he had Aurora eyes. All right. Well, we made it back safely. I mean, I'm glad I got, you know, I'm sorry that you guys have seen 2 busted bunkers, but that's how it works. When you have 9 and only 3 are going to have something. But that makes me feel good about Forlorn Muskeg. Like, we're narrowing the odds, so it's a good chance there could be some stuff there. So I always hit that bunker no matter what. We got to go there to forge at some point. So yeah, we'll see what we get. Hopefully, it's nice and stacked for me. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna call it a video. I think we did good. We got a lot of stuff done today. We got a good bit of Milton checked out. At least the sort of outer ranges. What's left? All right. Well, we need to get in this back area back here. We're gonna grab a few more saplings, mushrooms, and rose hips. We need to explore the town, gather up all the things that we can get our hands on, and then we're going to have a big cooking and sewing day to get mending and cooking up, and then it's time to start heading back to Broken Railroad to get that moose hide bag and the clothes and everything that we need going. So we're in a really good spot. I mean, Astrid, she's tired, but I mean, Astrid's usually tired when I'm playing. That's just how it goes, right? That's just the human experience. Anyway, glad to get an episode out. We're still rocking it. Like I said, all the atmospheric interference and all the cell towers and everything that got destroyed in the hurricane seem to be getting back up. We're looking good. Multiple broadcasts out without issues.
Sleep right here.
Except for Asher being tired. I'm excited. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, people of all types and ages. I hope you're having a good day. I hope everything's going well. I'm out of here. If you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. And listen, be good to each other.